Welcome back to Dinner Television. We have some very special guests in the house. I was fortunate enough to be a part of the home Hackers for, what's it called? Hackers for Homeless. No, what is it again?
Hackers for Housing.
Hackers for Housing. I was doing a great job. I was part of the MC. I got to play with a bunch of people. It was a lot of fun. And I got to know about the program. So I wanted to invite Greg and Cynthia in the house to talk about what it's all about. So the whole program, what is it all about? Greg, start with you here.
The whole program started about 14 years ago, and it assists families who want to get into home ownership. They go through a training program. It's a 6-hour training program that talks about income and equity and home ownership. They meet with lawyers, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and so forth. And it's really focused on helping families that are really trying to buy that first home, and they're moving possibly out of low-income housing in some cases. But anyone in the marketplace can take this program. And then there's small down payment assistance that goes along with it.
Why do you feel it's important for people to own their own home?
Well, one of the biggest factors in lifting families out of poverty is the ability to save their rent. So if you're a renter, you know, that money goes out every single month.
Sure.
and you can't get any of that back. It's gone. Whereas if you're a homeowner and you're paying down a mortgage, you start to build some equity into that home, and you have a little more control over the future for your family.
Now, Cynthia, you were part of the program. Maybe talk about how you heard about the program first.
Yeah, well, Brian and I were talking about, and I believe I was a recent social work grad working in the field as a social worker, and it was through that I heard about the program. I think it was the City of Edmonton advertising it, through our agency.
Now, did you recognize right away this was for you, or for you and your family?
Well, there was an information session, and it was, you know, well, why not, right? What do I have to lose? Yeah, so I attended the information sessions, and right away I was on board.
Was there a lot of education component to this then?
2 days, so it's one evening and then a Saturday where you just learn about the home buying process, and that education is huge, you know, really informing, you know, what are the options, what are the supports out there to get, and what do I need to do to get there. So.
All right, so take us from that moment where you had the information center to where you do have your own home. How does that kind of put together? How long does that take?
Well, through the home program, I'm understanding from 7 days to, you know, years. For myself, I was very fortunate. 6 months.
Wow.
It was about, so working with Brian, he would come daily with his Tim Hortons to pick up my son and I and show us homes. So they worked really hard just to help me get all of the documents in order and be able to apply for my mortgage.
Did that assistance, does that push you over the top, or do you think maybe happen on your own without some of this help or guidance?
I don't know that it would have been possible at that time for me to do that on my own. I mean, there was, you know, bazillion questions. Having that information and just that guidance to see, you know, this is the next step is huge through the program.
Now, Greg, you talk about the program. There's so many different ways it can help people, but what are some of the most common ways people are helped through this program? Obviously, getting to the last stage of owning a home, but there's a lot of things that can be happening along the way that can maybe alter or change a family's life.
You know, a lot of people just simply don't understand what it takes to own a home, and they think it's something that's unattainable. You talk to families who might be moving out of subsidized housing, or they're struggling to pay their rent and so forth. They don't understand the key things that they need to do, and it seems insurmountable for them. When they come to the program, it's explained clearly what's involved, and many are actually pleasantly surprised that, oh, this is something I can achieve. I can get there. I never thought, this was a dream I never thought possible, that I can actually own my own home. And so then they start to walk through that process. You know, we train over 500 families a year come through the program, and it's delivered province-wide through our partners. And about 100 of those actually move into home ownership through our program every year.
Awesome. That's incredible. And that's all across the province.
Yes, it is.
Now, there's probably someone sitting at home right now, as Cynthia saying, you know what, this is for me, I think, but I'm scared, I'm nervous. What advice would you offer them after now you've been through the program and you're on the other side and you're, you know?
Yeah, I would encourage just to go to the session. You know, all of the volunteers that deliver the program, incredibly gentle, incredibly supportive, understanding. You know, they get it, and they'll work with you, you know, step by step to help you get to the place that you're able to be successful in owning your home.
Awesome. And one last one for you, Greg. You know, there's people at home, they want to help. How can we help the home program?
Well, our home program is run within our foundation, so we do have a charity. If they certainly want to make a donation there, they can. They can go to our website, thehomeprogram.ca, to find out more information. If there's someone that's watching and wants to know about when the sessions are coming up, everything's listed there. And they're running all the major cities across the province.
Awesome. Thehomeprogram.ca, there's the answers right there. Thanks for joining us, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
All right, we're taking a quick break here in Dare Television. Still lots to come in the next, what do we got, an hour and a half left here. Stay with us, Edmonton.